Hey, Roman Scorpion here. My son Roman, this is his KLR. He got it for getting unbelievable grades, and so that him and I would have something to do together, and all of that. Besides him playing football and all of that type of stuff. So, but yeah, we're just putting Tusk Skid Plate on and upgrading a few different things. It already has the 16 tooth sprocket. Chain's already been done. New Tusk shift lever that's extended so you can actually get a foot underneath it. Let's see, what else did we do?
Spark plug.
Oh, yeah, we did the tune-up on it. You know, standard stuff, air filter, spark plug. I have the KLX needle kit to put in. I'm going to be doing that in the next, probably in the next hour. And then kind of just going over everything on the bike, just making sure everything's solid, adjusting things as needed. And that's pretty much it. We pulled the snorkel out of the airbox and went through everything. This bike is pretty well set up, got a crazy good deal on it. And I mean, they've already done the progressive springs with emulators. I can't remember the name of the company they got the emulators from for the forks. It has a full progressive rear shock and spring setup. It's actually a pretty nice setup. I mean, it's all, you know, dialed in pretty well, and the guy that we got it from is about the same weight, so should be pretty close to where we need it for him. Did add a center stand because that just makes life easier. Now, overall, we changed the bars. We did a few things up there. I have a caliper kit with the upgraded larger diameter front rotor, and you know, pretty much all the standard stuff that you'd want to do for, you know, just riding off road, so, or riding period. Look at the camera. And that's that. What do you think?
I like the bike, and I like doing stuff with the dad.
Talking louder.
I like the bike, and I like working on it with my dad, and hopefully we'll be able to ride together soon.
Yep, that'll happen. I'm possibly going to end up picking up either another KLR for me, so we're riding similar bikes, or I have a potential line on a Yamaha T7. I mean, I got the BMW 1250 GSA, but it's a little bit big for some of the places that we'll probably go. But I mean, I've taken those bikes everywhere you can think of. Rocky trails all over the place. You know, riding up in, you know, west of Round Rock up here, just northwest Austin, and you know, lots of trails over there, West Texas. Kind of the what is it, Big Bend BDR with the GSA. Yeah, it's a little bit rough. Gets a little bit crazy sometimes. You know, it's not exactly an easy bike to wield around. It's kind of heavy, but it gets done. It gets the job done. But yeah, that's what we're doing right now. He's just put the skid plate up. We're just going to do some adjusting on it to get it kind of centered up, make sure it's not hitting the water pump or any of that. And that's it. We should be good to go. I'm going to end up pulling this off. The guy did the 16 tooth front sprocket on this thing, and looking at it, the washer on that thing looks like, you know, somebody went at it with, I don't know, cold chisels for a good 3 hours, because man, oh man, they're beat up. But I know it needs that shaft seal done. It's just weeping a little bit of oil. I'm gonna tackle that probably another day. We're gonna change the oil either later today or maybe tomorrow, so that we can put the flush mount drain plug in and all of that. I just ran a bore scope down inside the cylinder and all that. You can still see crosshatch in it. I know the guy said that he had the top end done 2,300 miles ago. New top end Weisco piston. It's, you know, I mean, it's stock displacement. It's a, you know, 651 still. From what I know, he's getting me copies of the paperwork. He does have them. He showed them to me, but I can't remember it off the top of my head. The dealer did it, which to me is kind of unbelievable why you'd bring it to the dealer. But he paid an astronomical amount of money to have it done. It already has the thermal bob done. It has the doohickey already done. You know, that's pretty much where we're at right now. I mean, it runs fairly decent. Still has the stock exhaust. It has, you know, all of that. Nothing else was done that was outrageous to it. Just upgraded suspension and that was it. But yeah, center stand is just a must. It just makes life a lot easier to do everything. So, but yep, that's it. So you're gonna get down there and start doing that.
Yep.
So you get that loosened up, and then we'll get that all adjusted and. Yeah, once you get those just loosened a little bit, I'll go ahead and make sure we're squared away over here.
Yeah.
You don't have to take it all the way out, just loosen it. Just like one turn, you're good. Do the same thing on this one. Once you get those things just loose just a little bit, yeah, we can't tighten that stuff up until we center it up. Make sure that we're exactly where we want to be. It just has to come over this way just a little bit. Yeah, once you loosen that guy, we should be able to. Let's see.
Right.
Whereas don't crank it and kill it. Just get it to where it's just snugged up.
There you go.
All right, and this one's still snug. Oh, we got to do this other thing up here first. I don't know how they strip those screws out up here, but definitely want to take care of that.
This skid plate's all good.
All right.
It looks like it's gonna be like really heavy duty too.
Yeah, I mean it's definitely a lot better than the stock plastic thing. Yeah, these two holes were where the tank goes. Tank mounts down. I don't know for the life of me why or how they managed to strip those out, but one's already been drilled. I mean, that one's the exact size. So this one right here needs to be done without going into the battery, because that was simple. All right, so we got that done. Put that back in here. Here we go.
What's that?
This is a surface cutter just to make sure we're right in countersunk. All right, we got that. He's there. This is a pretty cool little kit. This thing comes with everything you need. That's the thread insert tool. That's the tap.
Where did you get that set from?
I just ordered it online. I was gonna. They have one similar to that that's on Amazon, but I'm not a real big fan of the Amazon type of deal. I don't know. They may have come from the same place for all I know. This one was about $20 more, but this one has a guarantee on every piece of it, whereas the other one definitely did not. Wish I had a tap handle here, but alas, I do not. Yeah, we already did the frame drill through for the back half. We did that last weekend, and that was a good time. Simple, but I mean, it's just going all the way through instead of just those two separate bolts. Drilling all the way through with that one much heavier duty bolt is the way to go for sure. That'll do the job. Nice. All right, now with that tapped and countersunk and all sorted, we'll throw the insert in. Thread that in until she bites. Put some red Loctite. All right, that insert is now installed. Beautiful. Yeah, if we look here, you can see these two inserts now have been put in, all squared up, and we should be good from there. So that'll be all set for when we throw the tank back on, which will be in a little bit, but that's in reality about a 15-minute fix for those two, and that'll just take a little bit of annoyance out of having to throw a nut on the back side and use a finger and try and stick it in there, and it's just not worth it. It's too much of a hassle.
We lost so many.
Yeah, we lost probably half a dozen nuts down the side of that thing, and shake the bike enough, they all fall out, but still, things you just don't need to do. But I mean, it's not a bad kit, really. I mean, this is the M6 kit, and I mean, I think in total it was like maybe, I don't know, $65, but I mean, saves a lot of headache, whole lot of headache. But yeah, simple little kit, but very effective. I actually have a a set of Nelson rig hurricane bags that are going to be on his bike. So he'll have something there, and he already has a Nelson rig tank bag. It's not a hurricane one, but it's a Nelson rig tank bag. The guy that we bought the bike from, he already had it. He didn't, it wasn't on this bike, but he already had it, and he wasn't going to get a different bike, so he was pretty much done. So he went ahead and just threw it in, and that takes care of that. But Nelson Rig was nice enough to give me a code for, all the subscribers, all the viewers, and it's just Scorpion, all in caps, and it'll get you $25 or 25% off any $50 or more order. And they get the orders out pretty quick. I actually just got another couple crash bar bags for the BMW, and once we settle on crash bars for this bike, which will probably in all reality end up being Tusk bars, just because we're kind of running with that whole Tusk theme on this apparently. It's just what he likes, what he's picking out, so that's that. I mean, the pegs were already changed out. I'm not sure whose these are, but they are plenty wide enough, and they're not those slippery rubber ones. So, but yeah, I mean, that's pretty much what we're doing at this point.